Good afternoon.
Hey.
Hi there.
I'm Dr. Page.
Dr. Page. Izaac Costiniano with 80 Payroll.
Very nice meeting you. Come on in, have a
Thank you.
seat.
Thank you. That's a very nice sculpture you have right there. Where'd you get it?
Thank you. Actually, me and my wife were in Greece a few months ago, and we happened to come along this piece. We just pretty much fell in love with it.
Awesome. Greece. So you're a well-traveled man.
Well, we tried with all the time schedule. Honestly, we haven't had time to go on vacation in a long time.
bet.
3 months ago, we just had to take a break.
Oh wow. Yeah. Being a business owner, I'm glad you find the time to enjoy yourself.
Definitely.
Very good. Well, like I said, I'm with ADP, a payroll service company, human capital service company, and I'm glad you could meet with me today. Does 10 minutes of your time work for you?
That's not a problem, sure.
Very good. And before we start, was there anyone else that is in the decision-making process that you would find appropriate to be here?
There is. It's my wife. Unfortunately, she's not here today. She's at our other location.
That's too bad.
But I think I could help you with all the questions, anything
Very
you
good.
need to ask. I hope I can.
I'm glad. Yes, I'm sure you'll do fine. Very good. And here, before I forget, here's my business card.
Thank you.
Thank you. And just to, I know you're a busy person, so let's just get started. Can you tell me a little bit more about Page Medical Clinic?
Well, the current location we're at is our original facility. We've opened it since 2003.
Wow.
And we just opened a new location, I think about a few months back.
Congratulations.
No, that's the Peachtree one.
Congratulations. Yes. Wow.
Thank you, thank you. And, well, we're just trying to expand as much as we can.
Very
That's
good.
pretty much it, yeah.
So, I guess the goals of the business are to expand, to grow, and is there any other goals that you had in mind?
Well, as long as we're trying to expand, we try to also cut down the cost.
Very good.
So, bigger, but less cost.
Very good. Smart man right here.
So, yeah.
So, now that I know a little bit about your goals and the business, can you explain to me more about your payroll process?
Okay, well, our payroll process. Let's see, Page uses this payroll process, Microsoft. I think it's the GP one, Dynamic GP.
Dynamics. All right.
Yes.
So it's an off-the-shelf program that. Very good.
Exactly, yeah. And she pretty much got her off the shelf when we just started the business back in 2003.
Very good.
She stuck with it.
All right. So I'm guessing she has things she likes about it?
Well, she's used to it.
Uh-huh.
When you get used to something, either way you like it.
I see.
But honestly, no. She's been having a lot of difficulties with it. But other than that, it'll be better if she was willing, if she saw something maybe easy willing, she'll probably,
I guess the first question I'll ask is there a cost associated with keeping the system?
Yeah, that is one thing that's a downside to this. It is about $1,500 a year. So
a year.
It's annually, yeah.
Great. Well, with your payroll system, do you do payroll weekly, bi-weekly?
It's
monthly
bi-weekly.
basis? Very good. And then you said that Ellen, I'm sorry, had a few problems with not being happy with the current system. Can you give me a rough estimate about how much time it takes for this payroll process to go through?
Okay, well, we do have how our staff comes in, they have to key themselves in with a card. So everything's on a card.
Manual.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Everything's manual. And from that, Ellen, my wife, has to take care of that, get them all up, piled up. She has to get it all plugged into Excel.
I see.
Yes, and the Excel that's on Microsoft, the program that it provides, she doesn't like it, so she has to take everything she's done over there and transfer it to another file.
Wow.
Exactly.
So there's time associated with getting the information from the card to Excel to the Microsoft system.
Exactly, so it's 3-step, and it's very time-consuming. So
I can definitely see how that's time-consuming.
Yes.
Besides the time, then, was there issues with cutting the checks, doing anything like that? Do you guys have direct deposit?
Exactly, that's another problem that we have. We don't have direct deposit, and it's costing us with a couple of mistakes. We're trying to find a better method to do it. But we've been having maybe around four
checks.
Exactly, four problems, 4 mistakes each bi-weekly.
All right.
4 people would come in and be like, "Hey, we got it wrong, we got the incorrect amount, and we're extremely sorry. We try to keep up with everything." But
no, small business, a clinic isn't a accounting firm, so I could understand where the issues come up from writing those checks. So now that I understand a little bit more about your payroll, I'd like to ask you about, do you guys take care of your own taxes? Do you have an accountant?
We are thinking about getting an accountant. It's just becoming really hard for Ellen to take care of it. It's way too time consuming. She can't even see half the family pretty much half the time. But yeah, right now she's just taking care of it.
All right. So then she does it all by hand, collects the information, and then files it herself?
Exactly. She still goes through the same process with all the taxes and everything. There was one problem we had about 4 years ago before we opened up a new location.
I see.
And, she got used to all the taxes. She was just, starting out. So now she's a little bit better, but second location opened up, now it's even more work.
The problems just keep on growing.
Exactly.
So with the tax compliance, do you guys, does Ellen, I guess, stay in compliance on her own? Does she do her own research, or how do you guys stay in compliance?
She pretty much tries to do everything on her own.
I see.
Google here and there, tries to go through I don't want to say she takes classes, but she's trying to keep up with all.
I see. So then, you're thinking about getting an accountant, but Ellen seems to be keeping up to date since the last time you had a problem.
Yes, she's trying. It's very difficult, and we're hoping to open up a new facility.
Exactly.
So it might maybe an accountant would be the best thing.
I see. Yeah. But that's the last thing you want to do with wanting to expanding costs.
Exactly. If we want to cut costs, that might be a problem.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for letting me know about how that's going. Like you said, Ellen's taking care of the HR department. Do you guys deal with paid time off?
We do. That's another thing we're having a problem with. We don't exactly know quite who's on paid time when they're out vacation. So we constantly get calls from our workers saying, "Hey, I'm still on paid time. I'm not receiving my checks."
Gotcha. Definitely inputted system that Ellen takes care of.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have seems like Ellen's juggling a lot here with the HR, the paid time off, and the payroll. Do you have a rough estimate about how much time she delegates to those tasks?
Over time, it's about 15 hours.
Really?
And honestly, 15 hours a week, and that's not monthly or anything. It's a week. So that's pretty much a part-time job by itself.
All right.
Which she'd rather be spending with her kids.
So, like you said, the time spent on all these tasks, you'd be spent with the family.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you guys realize that family is important. And,
it is. It's the best thing.
Yeah. Hopefully we can find a way to streamline those processes. But now that I got a better understanding of how your business works, the issues you told me about, I'd like to go over the main issues. Is that fine with you?
Sure, go ahead.
Very good. So then just going over, the first thing we talked about was how you're planning on growing, how your main objectives are to cut costs, but to stay effective and possibly get new equipment.
Right.
And then from there, we were able to understand your payroll process, about how much time that takes, about how that's 3 minutes per card, and then 1 hour just inputting the information, and how she has to manage 3 systems, 3 steps to get it into the Microsoft system.
Exactly.
So a lot of time there. From there, we were able to talk about the taxes, how you guys have been fairly stable in your compliance, how you had that issue 4 years ago, but and also with that, the concerns about getting an accountant. Once again, another expense going against the whole expansion ideology.
Yeah, definitely.
And then last but not least was Ellen's responsibilities with HR, the paid time off, and the concerns with employees. That whole he said, she said deal.
Exactly.
So yeah, I appreciate all this information. That's a lot I can go off of. Would you have a few minutes to go over? I have this my tablet with me today that has a mobile app that can display how ADP works. Would you be interested or have the time to see that today?
That would be great. I would love to.
Let me go grab that real quick. And
Perfect.
stop it as is. Cool. I think that was.
Did it freeze? What happened?
Oh, God. Dude.
When did it freeze? Don't tell me it froze when we started.
Oh my
That
God.
looks like you're about to sit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No
that
way.
was a good take too. We went through it without a stop or a break. That was like one of those.
No way. Alright. It says 10:51. That was pretty much what it was at. Let's see.
No. That was a perfect take. We didn't stop. We didn't we didn't mumble. We didn't do anything.
No way. Alright, come on, dude. This worked. Wow, this never happens.
Wow, wouldn't that suck? So, Professor, we had the best take. Fortunately, the computer froze.